My name's Kelvin Hardy. I am the Business Development Manager for the Power and Renewables team based in the Middle East. The UAE government, they witnessed climate change and ultimately from their history of oil and gas, it's very high on their agenda and it's very important to them to become more sustainable. So I think it was a very serious pledge from them to reach net zero by 2050. As a country, they really have driven that forward. For them, they really are, leaders when it comes to sustainability and trying to reach that carbon neutral target. I think it's a very ambitious target. However, the change in the landscape and the energy mix over, say, the last few years has really driven that forward. So it's come on leaps and bounds over the last, I'd say, last 3-4 years. The changes that have happened, say very recently that I've mentioned, is you're seeing a transition away from your conventional power systems. So there are now steps away from a conventional power plant and that's moving into new technologies. Obviously we have solar, which obviously in the Middle East with the sunshine is really at the top of that list that's driving this sustainability net zero goal. However, you're now starting to see new projects come where you're looking at waste to energy projects, you're looking at waste to hydrogen projects. And it's not just green hydrogen, it's blue hydrogen as well. So they're looking at using this new technology to actually reduce their carbon footprint from their oil and gas facilities. That is only going to increase, over the coming decades. So I think it's all well and good having these ambitious targets, but ultimately, how do you reach those targets? It's with significant investment. The UAE, for example, has pledged, I think it's $163.4 billion over the next 30 years to achieve that net zero goal of, at 2050. So are they just talking about it? No, they're not. They're actually putting their money where their mouth is. The energy mix that I mentioned, it's already started, and I think it's only going to snowball from there. I think with the MBR solar park, the ultimate goal by 2030 was to reach 5,000 gigawatts of pure solar, which obviously makes that the largest, in the world by some way. From NES's point of view, we are significantly contributing to the UAE government. So for example, we have heavily supported on the Mohammed bin Rashid solar park, phase 3 and phase 4. We've had multiple engineers working on that project, anything from a senior project manager or construction manager all the way down to an electrical engineer and technicians as well. So we are working on a number of other renewable projects. I mentioned the waste to energy projects. We have Warsan and we have Sharjah. NES has been supporting both of those projects. There are projects in the pipeline, large-scale utility solar projects that are going to continue to pop up in the UAE. The Abu Dhabi government are looking at Al Ajban, which is a 1.5 gigawatt solar project. Another project which is the Al Dhafra project, and that's a 2 gigawatt solar project as well. So again, over the next 5 years in the short term, what they're doing is really quite impressive.